Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading for June 2020. All of my information is in the description box below. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I think I'm going to do a live YouTube this weekend in honor of the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. I did a Facebook Live this past weekend on forgiveness, so check that out. I uploaded that to the channel. And if you follow me on social media, you will see Facebook and Instagram. I created a Pinterest, but I haven't really done much with it yet, so stay tuned. Also my website. You will see that, I don't know if you can hear the sirens going on right now, but they are really close, and that's a little disconcerting with everything going on. Anyway, you will see that there are some very fun things coming up for the month of June. At the end of the month, we are doing a virtual psychic fair with my soul tribe. And we've never done it this way before, so it should prove to be very interesting. So if you follow Willow Tree Healing on social media and you check out my website, you can find more information about that virtual psychic fair. And you can also book your own private reading, Reiki session, and my email's there as well. So let's get started. I thought I would start a little bit differently for my fellow Pisces today. I am a Pisces sun sign. So if I didn't already say, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hopefully this resonates for you, but feel free to check out your other signs as well and get further clarification, or maybe just resonates more for you. I also put up the general June reading on the channel, so feel free to check that out. So I'm using the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. I'm not as familiar with this deck. I haven't really used it, but I love it. It's beautiful, and it just kept catching my eye, so I thought I would use it. So let's see what they have to say to us. Oh, Dragon's Lair. Interesting. My son would love that card. He loves dragons. Oh, and it's number 19 for those of you interested in numerology. Oh, come together. It's number 8, which is perfect. That's very divine. Come together. Oh, and I love giraffes. They're so goofy and gentle. So that reminds me of the general reading. I didn't use this deck. I used a different one, but what we need now is love. We need to love one another. I won't get too much on my soapbox, but with everything going on, June has certainly been off to an interesting start. Rightfully so, but it's definitely uncertainty upon uncertainty so far for the first 5 months of 2020. And happy Pride Month to all of you who are celebrating. I celebrate with you, so happy Pride Month. Number 8, yeah, I said that. And listening, number 53. Oh, I love elephants. My grandmother, she loved elephants. And that is 5 and 3 is 8, so that's also a divine card. So I'm going to pull the guidebook and just see what pops out, since I'm not as familiar with this deck. Dragon's Lair. You're always protected and divinely directed. Oh, the path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core, but peril can also be exciting. A life fully lived isn't lived only in safety, which makes me think of that adage, a ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are built for. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The risk is worth taking. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Well, that's awesome. Number 8, come together. I don't even need to look this one up. This is so self-explanatory. Sure, you could be getting into a new relationship or renewing your current relationship or revisiting a relationship. Venus is still in retrograde for a little while longer. But overall, what the world needs now is love. We need to love one another. And we do that by listening I don't need to look this one up either. Listening. Elephants, yeah, they're notorious for their big floppy ears. But they're gentle creatures as well. So listen with your heart, not just your mind. And there's music. There's music notes too. So maybe that's relevant for you. I love music. I think it's a spiritual experience. If it doesn't move you, then it's not your song, in my opinion. But if you ever have the opportunity to be a part of the grief recovery method, whether it's participating in a group or becoming a certified grief recovery specialist yourself, I highly encourage you to do that if that feels right for you. In grief recovery, we talked about being a heart with ears. So we typically tend to listen to respond. There's a difference between hearing somebody and really listening. When you hear somebody, it's, yeah, I heard what you said. But when you listen, you're trying to understand that person from their perspective. So, difference. And as Pisces, we're very intuitive, we're very empathic, we're very sympathetic to people's stuff, to their plight. So sometimes to our detriment. Sometimes we can take that on. But when we truly listen from our heart, not just our ears, we hear so much more. We hear what somebody isn't saying. That's even more telling than what somebody actually says is what they don't say. Yes, you can read a lot in body language, but sometimes it's a text message or an email or a photo even, and you can just see in somebody's eyes, they can say that everything's fine, everything's going well, that they're happy. But sometimes we can see beyond that veil. And we can give them the opportunity of, are you really okay? Are you sure you're okay? And then we can glean more from what they don't say than what they do. So I love that. I think that, especially right now, we need to listen to each other so that we can love one another more. But we're definitely in uncharted territory. That's for sure. That is definitely what's going on right now. So now that I've spent several minutes on a soapbox, let's get into a card reading. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot. I like this deck. So let's see what's going on. I have other decks here that I'll be using as well to clarify. Get my fancy shuffle on. Just as I said that, they stick. Yeah, you're funny, Spirit. You got jokes. We're going to show you. Good gravy. One more. Alrighty. Overall energy for the month of June for my fellow Pisces is the Hermit in reverse. Interesting. They had me look. 4 of Wands upright with that. Looks like we're going relationship reading again. Let's find out. 9 of Swords upright. 7 of Pentacles upright. The Page of Swords in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So fun fact, I started to do this reading earlier and my son called right in about the first 10 minutes into it. And we talked for a little while. The Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse during that reading, just in a different spot. So she definitely wanted to come out. I just decided to scrap it and start over because I couldn't remember. When I get into channeling, I get very heady and I don't remember what's going on, which is probably a good thing. So the Hermit, when it's upright, this is someone who's gone within and into their cave, so to speak. They've gone within themselves and checked some things out. Dark night of the soul typically is how I see that. And then they emerge with their lantern, shining their light. So when it's in reverse, you're coming out of that. That energy of going in and doing some self-exploration. And then this is leading to the celebration, the Four of Wands. Beautiful. That is also the 1111, the twin flame card, if you are so inclined, if that is your journey. Divine soulmates, however you want to see it. The Nine of Swords. This is my nightmare card. Insomnia, can't sleep, up at night, really in your head. The Seven of Pentacles. So you've planted your seeds, you've tended to your garden. Not quite time to reap what you've sown, but we're getting there. Right in the middle. The Page of Swords, when it's upright, it's a young guy. Pages are younger because they're training to be knights. So they tend to be like adolescent. This could also be very immature energy. This is also typically seen as the spying card. So if someone's checking out your social media. So with it being in reverse, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That energy is being used. Not saying that people aren't checking you out. It's just more of, instead of with malicious intent, it's more like, hey, I wonder what they're up to. Venus is still in retrograde, so take it how it resonates. And then the Queen of Pentacles, when she's upright, she looks like this. Court cards. Remember, kings and queens are masters of their suit. So her throne is gorgeous. All that red, lush velvet, the gold. She's worked for it. She likes to beautify everything she touches. She likes to have everything in order, in just the right order. Could also be an earth sign for those of you who might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Just put that out there. Since it's a court card, I do see that as a person. This also could be a younger air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if that resonates for you. So being in reverse for this queen, not that things aren't beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. Usually this can be very superficial. I want things to look a certain way and be a certain way and run a certain way and be kind of stuffy and kind of stuck. So opposite energy. I'm going to clarify with my Mystic Dreamer Tarot. This is a brand new deck to me. I received it in the mail yesterday. It was a gift from my mentor. So thank you, my dear, if you are watching. I know you're not a Pisces, but you might have Pisces in your chart. Or if you're cross-watching because of me. Or someone else. But yeah, I forgot to tell cross-watchers hello. There could be, if you're watching this, there's a message in here for you. So take it how it resonates. So my eyes first went to the Page of Swords, so I really like to see what that's all about. Two of Swords, the Hanged Man in reverse, Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Two of Swords is about balance. You see that she is blindfolded. So she's making decisions, trying to be balanced, very logical and methodical with her two choices. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Which one is more logical? So that could be why this page is in reverse. So the Hanged Man, when up, right side up, naturally upside down, it's about chilling out, taking a different perspective, seeing what we want to do, just pausing. So in reverse, you're getting out of that energy. You know now what you want to do. You've seen it from the other perspective, and now you're ready to take some action. So Seven of Swords is can be very deceitful, especially in this depiction. Kind of like, does anybody see me picking this stuff up? So in reverse, with the Page of Swords in reverse, so the deceitful energy isn't there. It's more honest and truthful energy. And the Page might be checking you out, but it's not for malicious intent. Let's see why the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. Three of Swords in reverse. That's good. The Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, being stabbed in the heart. Cheating can be usually with that third party. So in reverse, it is the opposite. High Priestess. Hey girl, hey. Showing up in our reading. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is good because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving energy. Moving, but slow. So in reverse, that's good. That means it picks up a little bit. Here we are. I see us as the High Priestess and the Moon and the Queen of Cups. But this is my card. This is how I see myself. And I always look at the High Priestess before I decide if I'm going to buy a deck. And my mentor told me she looked and she wanted to make sure that it was something I would like. And she was right. I love this deck. This is beautiful. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here with the Three of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're getting out of the heartbreak and the superficiality, and you're still playing it close to the vest. Esoteric knowledge. Not telling all your secrets. Not a bad thing. But moving forward. Nine of Swords. What's been keeping us up at night? Besides maybe the obvious. Dumpster fire right now. The world is a dumpster fire. The Empress. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. And Strength. Yep. All right. So, taking this relationship reading and running with it for sure now. So the Empress is all about, she's all of the queens combined. She's very patient. She's typically seen as pregnant. She understands that we have to be patient and gestate before we can bear the fruit of our labor. The Ace of Cups in reverse. So when it's upright, it looks like this. It's an offer of love, a new beginning. So not necessarily a new beginning. Maybe this person is not giving you the new beginning that you were looking for, or maybe it's just not what you need right now. Being the Empress and then Strength, she's tamed the wild beast. Being the Empress, you have exhibited immense strength, but it's still killing you that this new offer isn't coming in. It'll be worth the wait. With the Empress here and the Seven of Pentacles, it'll be worth the wait. Let's see what we get for Seven of Pentacles. Two of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. There it is. Okay. Nine of Cups in reverse. So you're see how he looks kind of dejected? Kind of like, oh my gosh, why is this not growing the way that I want it to, or as fast as I want it to? The Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's going to be a bit slower. Ten of Cups. It's not what you were hoping for. We're working on it. Doesn't mean it's not coming. And the Two of Wands. So making that decision, kind of being an indecision when it's upright. So yeah, you're making that decision. Maybe you're walking away from your Ten of Cups. Let's see. Where's the Ten of Cups in reverse? The Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, not worth fighting for. Not worth fighting for. I don't always see them as fighting, but in this particular instance, that's how I'm interpreting it. It just wasn't worth fighting for. So you got into your Empress energy, and it took immense strength. And not without the headache, but it'll be worth it. So perhaps this dark night of the soul was caused by you walking away. So for those of you that this resonates with, in this scenario, in this interpretation, the dark night of the soul was because you were in this headache mentality that you're walking away because it wasn't worth fighting for. And you just needed to take a different perspective. No deceit, no trickery, just going in a different direction. Being the Empress, using your strength, and getting yourself out of some heartbreak. Yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on. High Priestess and Empress. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're moving on. Look at all the major arcana here. This is insane. Empress, Strength, High Priestess, Hermit. Wow, guys, wow. Major energy, not that I'm surprised. So let's get a timing card on this Four of Wands. Overall energy, moving out of that Hermit phase, getting to that Four of Wands. Into your Empress self. This wanted to pop. Yeah. King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We have the King and the Queen. Two different decks, but King and the Queen. Even though the Queen's in reverse. It doesn't matter. So this King is very, very much very stable and balanced, very financially well off. He's got all of his ducks in a row. He could be your boss or just in a high position in his workplace. Could be all of the above. Just somebody who's really well off. So that's pretty fantastic. So this is what you're going towards. Again, gender is neutral. It can be any sign. Just if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it alone. Just take the energy. Somebody who is very much, and this could be you too. Energy is fluid. The converse is also true. You could be the one taking care of yourself. So there you go, guys. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Check out your other signs to see if that resonates for you. I want to leave you with one final thought, regardless of your situation. Love one another. Have a wonderful month, everyone. Thank you for watching. Take care.